All right, so failing fast, how do we actually do this? Well, the key to failing fast in an effective way that will actually help you adapt better, succeed bigger, faster, the key to doing this is actually action. Now, if you know me even a little bit, you will know that I truly believe that action is the key to success in so many different ways. Of all the people we've worked with, partners, clients, consulting clients, etc., there are very few of them that I actually see taking too much action without enough planning and thinking. Usually it's the opposite. It's safe to plan, it's safe to think, it's safe to perfect, right? We have been sold the lie that perfectionism is a good thing, that it is important to strive towards, that if you want to be successful, you need to be able to do things perfectly. Well, let me tell you, that is such a lie, because while you are striving and striving and striving for perfection, you are not actually taking action. You're not actually launching. So it is so, so, so important to do a little bit of planning, yes, create a strategy, right? Not just some tactics, but actually from beginning to end, how is this going to lead me to success? What are the kind of linchpin elements that we can adapt that will affect everything, right? So what small things can we change for big results? But it's important to actually just do it. And honestly, it's that simple. Let me tell you a little story. Last year, we hired a new account manager, and we were in the middle of updating basically our scorecard, which is like our internal dashboard, which shows the key points of data that basically tell not just whether we're successful right now, but whether we will continue to be successful, the leading indicators for the next like month or two, depending on the leading indicator. And we just workshopped it for maybe it could have taken us 2 or 3 weeks, but it ended up taking us 2 or 3 months. So obviously, we're still working, we're still selling, we're still doing things within this time. So it didn't really seem very dangerous. But what ended up happening was the opportunity cost that it took us to have those 2 to 3 months to workshop and fiddle with the scorecard, before we were finally ready to launch it. And then it took us another month or two to realize, oh, some of the numbers don't work, they're not telling us what we need, etc. And in that time, actually, the person that we were working with was not hitting their numbers, was not hitting the leading indicators. And we actually had no idea, because we were waiting to launch this thing or to relaunch it until we had gotten it absolutely perfectly set up with absolutely the right numbers. And once we started actually using it and figuring out, okay, actually, no, this needs to change. This isn't working. Let's not observe it for another 2 weeks, right? This isn't just about failing. This is about failing fast. Let's make that edit now. Let's ask the hard question. Let's put it on our next meeting agenda as an issue to tackle. And now we have a totally different scorecard. But for those months that we weren't tracking things, that we weren't getting it out there because it wasn't perfect, we were missing out. As a matter of fact, we had some dips that we really should have identified a lot sooner. We ended up eating into some of our emergency fund that really we had no need to touch. And we could have eliminated all of that and made better decisions around which campaigns were working, whether that staff member was working out, what we needed to hold her accountable to, whether or not the role was really even like structured in the right way, because this is the first time we had hired a dedicated account manager role. And all of that took a full year of missed profits, missed opportunities, etc. That was started June last year. It is, this is being recorded at the end of May, beginning of June of 2020. And we could have had that in 2 to 3 weeks. Probably still would have taken the 2 to 3 months of tweaking, but holy cow, we could have been rolling in it in that time. So don't discount opportunity costs. Just know that it's not just about failing, it's about challenging yourself to fail faster, ask yourself the harder questions, and just take action, observe, make new decisions, take action, observe, make new decisions. But it is so contingent on that action. All right, talk soon. Hope this helped. Have a great day.